Meta kont żgħirina u konna mmorru l-festi.
When I was young, we used to visit village festas and admire different kind of fireworks, especially in the southern part of Malta. The fireworks used to be mainly cracker daylight shells. Colored flash was introduced much recently, and the advances made in chemicals, techniques, and fire systems make today's shows more appealing to the general public.
Jisu mitfuħ fuq il-kuluri u affarijiet li jiddependu minn ċertu affarijiet li jagħmlu kullu fl-ajru. Illum il-ġurnata saraw ħafna spettaklu aktar minn qabel fin-nar għax żdiedu jisu l-flus, żdied iktar it-teknika, żdiedu aktar nies li jafu jaħdmu n-nar u għaw aktar minn fejn titgħallem.
In the 60s and 70s, one could have counted the number of colored shells let off in a village festa. In Malta, the techniques used from the early 50s to the 70s was limited to a handful of pyrotechnicians who were masters in this art. Amongst these pioneers, one can mention Constance Mifsud of Birkirkara, who was very famous in the early 60s. Innocence Camilleri from Luqa, who was one who imported chemical books from abroad to learn and teach the art. Joe Callus of Safi, Giuseppe Portelli from Lija, and the Farrugia brothers of Lija. These pyrotechnicians were more advanced when compared with the others within the same field. This due to the knowledge acquired through various books and literature of the time. Nowadays, many Maltese pyrotechnicians built their own knowledge because of their main interest in chemicals, books about pyrotechnicians, and through various communications means available with today's technology.
Fejn jidħlu mortali.
In the old days, everything used to be acceptable for the constructions of shells. To the contrary, nowadays, pyrotechnicians utilize specific products to do the job, such as appropriate strings, high-quality cardboard, poster board, glue, and even the chemicals used for mixing are quite specific too.
Tmur tixtri ġġetta għal wieħed issib ngħid tlieta mhux bħal qabel kulħadd jiddobba.
It is worth mentioning that the art of pyrotechnics established itself in a number of national feasts associated with Maltese history. These celebrations seemed incomplete without launching any fireworks. In fact, fireworks were held for the celebrations of the 25th anniversary of the independence of Malta in 1989. This event was marked by innumerable fireworks displays that were let off in open areas. These trends of fireworks shows became also synonymous with other national feasts, like the celebration of Freedom Day and Republic Day. Also, a fireworks display was also lavishly held in May 2004, when Malta became an EU member. More events that appeal to many enthusiasts are unquestionably the two festivals that are held in Floriana and the Grand Harbour. The Floriana Festival is specifically aimed for ground fireworks and the Maltese known Irdieden. This was organized for the first time in 2007 by the Floriana Local Council, and it was linked to the Feast of St. Publius. The first edition was won by the St. Andrew's Fireworks Factory within the Ionian Philharmonic Society of Luqa. The second festival that is held at the Grand Harbour is the Malta International Fireworks Festival. This is organized in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Environment and Culture. This contest is also aided and approved by the Maltese Authority and Tourism. The contest obviously involves aerial pyrotechnic displays from Maltese and also foreign participants. As already stated in the previous paragraphs, the Maltese pyrotechnics evolved throughout the times. New concepts barely seen in other countries were introduced by the Maltese pyrotechnicians. Many new techniques were applied by numerous amateurs who sought to improve a high level of quality of fireworks, for which the Maltese are well renowned.
Aħna bħala Maltin għal rigward ta' Bera.
For the cracker shells, also known as Bera, the Maltese developed a unique way. Quote, Alexander Paul Hart, the Maltese have invented an ingenious way to make a delay for timing small explosive shots. So, the slurry, Mursiatura in Maltese, was invented by us. Others are copying our methods. Nowadays, Maltese pyrotechnicians are making crackers breaks with 5 and 6 rolls of timed Bera. Fantastic.
The most commonly used form of composition in the Maltese flash, known as Bera, include the green flash, the red flash, the yellow flash, the white flash, the titanium flash, the brown smoke flash, and finally the dark flash.
Issa għal-mortali l-oħra, jiġifieri aħna ngħidu l-multi-brick shell, iktar minn fetqa waħda.
Regarding multi-break shells, meaning shells with more than one break, foreign manufacturers usually utilize one long cylinder, and in it they put the final break, inserts, etc., thus utilizing the old Italian method. But nowadays, many are copying our technique. Maltese shells are breaks mounted together, sometimes a color shell. For example, it has 3 rings and a pistol in different colors. When foreigners see these kind of Maltese shell in a black sky background are amazed with its beauty. And the exclamation is always a big wow. Nice, beautiful.
Ground fireworks. The most popular of these types of fireworks are the fire-pressured squib-driven revolving wheels. Whereas in the past it consisted only of a simple wheel driven by squibs, mechanism like the universal joint was introduced by the St. Mary's fireworks factory of Mqabba in the early 90s. This concept revolutionized the whole concept of how a Maltese Raddina looks like nowadays.
Ground fireworks in Malta, called Jigjifogu, evolved throughout the years. In the distant past, it used to be some Catherine wheels placed in horizontal or vertical orientations. Nowadays, ground fireworks is much more elaborate, and pyrotechnicians use gears, chains, universal joints, and other mechanical systems to generate various kaleidoscopic effects in their set pieces. The Maltese combine art, design, and mechanics to generate some of the most beautiful girandole effects ever seen. Unique effects that leave everyone amazed. Nowadays, the Maltese do not compete on the color of the lenses or gerbs used, but on the mechanism that makes up these intricate set pieces. Ground fireworks as such is not just only pyrotechnics, but it also incorporates other skills and crafts. Nowadays, youngsters use computer-aided technology to design these own set pieces. By amalgamating these skills and crafts together with pyrotechnics, we produce intricate and elaborated mechanized ground fireworks, which are unique to Malta.
Colored gerbs. The Maltese developed also a number of gerbs that emit color and silver sparks. These are normally used on wheels that spin one against the other to create a spectacular effect. Colors vary from red to violet, thus going through the whole spectrum.
Years ago, an old pyro friend of mine who was in the 90s mentioned that they used to ram imported gunpowder drivers in bamboo sticks. Before stringing these bamboo sticks heavily with twine and paste them over and over to strengthen the bamboo tube. Nowadays, pyrotechnicians are buying tubes and fill them with gunpowder that is mixed in their barrel or wheel mill. Experimentation with colored drivers started in the 40s and 50s. Nowadays, we manufacture the full color spectrum with colors like blue, purple, aqua, and orange. Regarding lenses, in the old days, the custom was to use bright colored ones.
The Maltese pyrotechnicians strive to continuously improve their work in view of any competition derived both from local manufacturers and also foreign ones. Unfortunately, some local people tend to classify the Maltese pyrotechnicians as being of a lower class, or that they are not even people worth talking with. This negative view, however, is completely overturned when a Maltese pyrotechnician or Maltese fireworks factory participates in shows abroad. We have to bear in mind that the Maltese pyrotechnicians work on a voluntary basis. For the love of the tradition and culture, these pyrotechnicians work hard to give their utmost to enliven the village and urban feast. We have to appreciate that these pyrotechnicians sacrifice their free time and dedicate themselves to deliver high-quality fireworks. The idea of manufacturing fireworks in Malta is totally different when compared with other countries. The fact that all work is done voluntarily eliminates the pressures for the Maltese pyrotechnicians to deliver in mass production. Since the manufacturing of fireworks in Malta is not a business on its own, therefore the Maltese can dedicate time for trials and to develop effects never seen before. The methods utilized in Malta are more traditional and according to the training and skills among a number of enthusiasts for a number of years. It is no wonder that many foreign experts in pyrotechnics graded the Maltese fireworks on a high level. Moreover, the multitude of different effects of fireworks manufactured in Malta distinguished itself from other countries, thus making it unique worldwide. Unfortunately, the manufacturing of pyrotechnics is dangerous and its history has been marred by accidents. These accidents vary from minor or extensive injuries causing possible permanent disability or even death. Wherever it is being produced, it is common knowledge that it is an extreme perilous work. As mentioned before, the manufacturing of fireworks is an occupational hazard. The circumstances led authorities to debate as regards to the prevention as much as possible of fatal accidents and to promote a prospective future. Notwithstanding, we have to pluck up courage and look ahead with faith and responsibility. Precautions have to be taken in order to improve as much as possible the quality and to implement safety protocols to minimize the risk of injuries and death. To conclude on a positive perspective, it is worth citing the difficult times and the challenges encountered in this art. Despite the stumbling blocks, one cannot be negative. It is wise to observe and remark about the Maltese found glory in pyrotechnics when they achieved excellent results abroad.
Il primo premio va Malta!
These achievements were attained by the St. Mary Fireworks Factory of Imqabba in the international context Caput Lucis in Rome in 2007, when they classified in the first place. Also, the St. Joseph Fireworks Factory of Asha obtained the first prize when in 2010 they won the International Festival of Fireworks in Bilbao in Spain.
And the winner is
St. Joseph.
Recently, in 2011, Our Lady of the Lily Fireworks Factory of Imqabba was listed in the Guinness Book of Records for the manufacturing and successfully letting off of the world's largest wheel. All the success reflects the single-mindedness, the perseverance, and the commitment of the Maltese pyrotechnicians, who are often regarded as amateurs locally, but who prove to be really professional all over the world.